Morning, Mr. Donnelly.
Good morning.
All right, Mr. Donnelly is here on one count of burglary of a vehicle. Risk assessment level is a 4. It appears that Mr. Donnelly was recently released on February 15th for a similar offense. Ms. Clausen, what is the date of offense?
I just like his expression.
On this one, it's 11/23 of 24.
That's the only reason we're here.
Any, the other one, the date of offense is 2/13 of 25. That doesn't seem right. No,
I like how he
the
gets
other date of
confused.
offense is 12/29/24. So he committed this one before that one that he was just released on.
Okay. Mr. Donnelly, I'm going to release you on a personal recognizance bond on this burglary. You are
Okay.
ordered not to commit any other crimes and stay in contact with the PR bond office. All right, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Ms. Lopez, questions? Hold on, sir.
Okay.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Sir, do you have a phone number where we can contact you?
Not currently.
Do you have an email address?
It's gonna be 1506.
All right. I didn't know we were going to do that. I don't want to dox the guy.
Hello, this is Sheila.
All right. Here, I've got one from Brecken. It's old because she did it for me a while back. I also think it goes over some stuff we've done before, but in greater depth. I saw a little bit of it. It's fun. Let's carry on. I start with the first one just because I like that guy's expression, but then they go into doxing him, and I didn't see that part, so I bailed out of that. Hello.
Miss Gardner, don't say it anymore, okay? We heard you,
Okay.
all right?
Good morning, State of Michigan.
Good morning.
Buenos días.
Buenos días. ¿Sí me escucha?
Bueno, un tantito, por favor, hasta que la alguacil.
State of Michigan, excuse me. Court is now in session with the Honorable Sean B. Perkins presiding at 36th District Court. Please, no talking over the judge. Wait until you are called. No slouching, no sleeping, and no shirtless activities. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Your Honor.
No shirtless activities. I'm out of here.
All right.
Emma?
All right.
The hell?
What's that? Watch your mouth.
Virtual Court Etiquette 101. Let's go.
I need you to go make sure that you're appropriately dressed for court, and then I need you to be stationary, seated in an upright
Okay, Brecken threw this in there. I think I actually did this video like a few years ago.
position and ready to attend court. I'm gonna put you back in the waiting room.
Y'all, what we want and what we get doesn't always match up. Why you keep coming to court in the bed? That's what I need to know the answer to right there.
Okay, I don't recall being told the last time. The last time I was in bed, but I don't recall, because if I was in bed.
Really?
In the bed, laying in the bed. She was laying down in a bed, uninformed enough to come to court in the bed, would get up out of the bed when the judge says, you're in the bed.
Please get out of the bed for court.
Miss Lugo?
Yeah.
Señora Lugo.
Do you have your robe on, ma'am?
Señora Lugo, ¿es usted tiene su bata puesta?
¿Perdón?
Le estamos hablando.
Hello.
María Lugo.
Dress, man. I need you to go get dressed.
Señora Lugo, si es que usted tiene una bata puesta, por favor, váyase. Vístase adecuadamente para la corte.
No Ma'am, are you in a robe?
Tengo un abrigo.
Are you joking?
No, it's not a robe. I'm wearing a jacket.
That's a robe.
Mr. Belleville, you don't have to give, I don't need your commentary, all right?
Oh, crap. I thought I was on.
Moto G, I'm sending you the prompt. Unmute yourself, state your name for the record.
Kenneth Lewis.
Not you, Mr. Lewis.
I apologize.
Not you.
Motorola, Moto G, you're getting the prompt. If you don't Unmute yourself and state your name. We're gonna put you out.
Are you talking to me?
No,
Mr.
ma'am.
Goins.
There we go. There, they start the camera. There you go. Good morning to you, ma'am. What is your name, please?
Arthur Goins.
We've already talked, Mr. Goins. If we've already spoken, then we don't need to go back over that. The young lady just came in the room with.
Michelle Long.
You just took the hair off your.
Michelle Long.
No, Miss Long.
Oh, sorry.
Something's wrong with your volume on your phone, ma'am. All right, let's pass the matter. What about that young lady that was on the Motorola Moto G? Motorola Moto G, that I asked you to turn your camera on and you couldn't speak. I don't know if you're Toya Green or not.
That was me, Rebecca Gun.
Oh, Rebecca Gun. Okay, very well. City of Detroit versus Rebecca Lynn Gun. Case number SP 164-76891. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, Rebecca Gun.
Daphne Bradfield on behalf of Ms. Gunn.
Today is the date and time set for a arraignment on the bench. Go ahead, Counsel.
For purpose of arraignment, she stand mute and wait for my readings, Your Honor.
In her not guilty plea on her behalf, give her a $0 bond.
I paid it.
No, hold on a second. You couldn't have paid this one, ma'am, but.
Yes, I
see that.
did. I have the receipt right here. I went to the 36th District Court.
Boy, why do you always try to tell somebody something? I said you couldn't pay this one. I see you paid 3 other cases that were related to this. Mr. Bowman, any objection to dismissing the case for paying related civil infractions?
No objection, Your Honor.
Dismiss the case, ma'am. Best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
You too. Thank you, Your Honor. I
Thank
can
you,
hang.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I mean, he literally was trying to help her and she wouldn't shut up. He was trying to get the case dismissed for her. It finally got done.
Versus Kenneth Lewis, case numbers. 2451. Appearance for the record, please.
I'm here, sir.
Hold on. Is this Kenneth Lydell? Is this Kenneth Lydell Lewis?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Turn your camera on, sir.
I'm actually on work, sir. I'm not supposed to be on the phone. If that's okay.
You say no?
I'm actually at work.
Okay, let me see your face. Let me see your face, sir.
No.
All right. So station now. Are you Kenneth Lydell Lewis?
My name is Kenneth. Yes, sir. Kenneth Lewis Jr.
Kenneth Lewis Jr. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Mr. Berry, put your appearance on the record, please, Mr.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
All right. Today is date and time set for a trial. Any officers here on Kenneth Lydell Jr.?
Mr. Berry is really cool. He's just all chill. He deals with this every day and he just doesn't get he's unflappable. He just rolls with everything and he's got a good sense of humor. I just like him.
Officer Ochoa, OCHOA, is present.
All right, Officer Ochoa, can you state your name for the record, please?
Officer Joa Ochoa.
All right, good morning to you. That's SP1, strike that. Let's call Kenneth Lydell Lewis Jr., SP1 5320229, counts 1, 2, and 3. All right, Officer Ochoa, Badge number and department, please.
Detroit Police Department, badge 2749.
Officer Ochoa, I need you to turn your camera on, please. All right. Mr. Berry, get Mr. Lydell, Mr. Lewis in the breakout room, and let Mr. Get him an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, Mr. Lewis, you have an absolute right to a trial, all right?
Yes, sir. Can I say something before we go in the breakout room, sir, if you don't mind?
What is it that you want to say? Why can't you say it to the lawyer?
Okay, yes, sir.
Yeah, go speak with the lawyer, all right? Lewis, Kenneth Lewis, there you go. All right. Are we ready on Lewis? Mr. Berry still in the breakout room? All right, Mr. Berry, are we ready on Mr. Lewis?
Ready, Your Honor.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Kenneth Lydell Lewis. Mr. Berry, what's going to happen?
Your Honor, my client would avail himself of the people's current offer, which is to allow him to enter a plea to allowing for the driver's license suspended charge, dismiss the other license charge, and plead as charged to the insufficient or defective lights.
I want us to do improper equipment on that. And I don't know if insufficient or if the city has no objection, if that has any abstraction on it.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, what is that again? Give it to me one more time.
Insufficient / defective lights.
No, I'm talking about the whole thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The plea is to allow. The plea is to the driver's license suspended, reduced to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive his vehicle.
And the defective equipment?
Correct.
And the rest of the matters dismissed?
Correct.
You want to take the deal, sir?
Yes, sir.
Can you raise your right hand, please? You swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Put your hand down. Take your hat and the hood off, sir.
I can't right now, sir. I said I'm at work. I can't right now. That's something I can't do. I'm sorry.
No. You're gonna take your hat and your hood off. I don't care.
I said I have something going on, sir. I can't right now.
Pass the matter until you can. All right. How about that? All right. Let's pass the matter. This is the City of Detroit versus Devonte Gregory. Case numbers SP 1270691, SP 143053661, SP 1527229, strike that 7, SP 1527239, counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1575731, SP 1605773, SP 1611503, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1626625, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Devonte Gregory. Oh, I'm sorry.
Your Honor, Pauline Soroki, on behalf of Mr. Gregory.
Good morning to you, sir. Today is the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. Go ahead, counsel.
Waive the form reading the information, stand mute to the charges.
All right, enter a not-guilty plea on his behalf, give him a $0 bond. Mr. Gregory, you missed the trial date, sir. If you miss another date, we're gonna put a cash bond on you, all right? You can't be missing these court dates.
Okay.
The next time. Mr. Gregory picked up some more cases. I don't know how many you have on the docket, Ms. Soroki, but on your, as a one.
I have 9.
Oh, I counted one of the newer civil infractions that he had into the record. I can count, if you don't have any objection, I'll count the other newer civil infractions. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt because You're missing court dates, sir. You didn't have this stuff. I gave you an opportunity.
I mean, I don't care if they're traffic tickets. How do you rack up 9 cases during the pendency of another case? I'm gotta be trying.
Opportunity last time to pay the reinstatement fees, didn't I?
Yes, but I had to take care of tickets in another county, which I did already. So now I'm just focused on you guys.
Why are we always last? Because you're worried about going to jail in the other county, huh?
No, it wasn't because them tickets was higher in the thousands. Like, so I had to knock them down first and then get to you guys.
So again, you get thousands out there, so we get the crumbs.
I mean, y'all the ones that's giving me a hard time. I'm getting these tickets
How are we
going
giving
to
you a hard time?
I'm getting these tickets going to work.
Have I ever given you a hard time?
No, not true. Let me not say
So
you guys.
I'm not the police.
Let me not say you guys. Well, the 36th District Police is the ones that give me the hard time. Like once I tack on one ticket or 2-3 tickets, then it just more comes on. Like I can't.
Okay, let me stop you. Okay, so let me stop you. And this is just to give you a little insight, right? First of all, you're saying that it's Detroit police, and I know what you mean, but the Detroit police are giving you a hard time. So the meaning those other police don't give you a hard time because you got tickets out there. Secondly, Mr. Gregory, the last time I checked, and I don't know. All of these are allegations. I don't know whether you have a driver's license or not, but the last time I checked, you're not supposed to be driving a vehicle without a valid driver's license. And one of the allegations is 16 to 20 over. The other allegation is that you had an accident. The other allegation is that you're driving in an unsafe manner, again, speeding. The other allegation is that you got open alcohol in the motor vehicle as a driver. So how is anybody giving you a hard time if those allegations are true? Just sit back and you think about that when I put you in a breakout room with Ms. Soroki, okay? She's gonna get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute, I will, if you don't have any objection, I'm gonna let them be heard on all of them. SB 152-72281 into the record. SB 15744-1 into the record. SB 159-8758 counts 1, and SB 16055 to the record. Ms. Soroki, Mr. Devonte Gregory, he owes $288 on a no insurance and 2 occasions. I will allow up front on those 2 occasions. If he wants to do that, we can have him back and see if we can get, and then we'll take care of these cases. Speak to him in a breakout room, okay?
I didn't catch all the off docket matters. I'm sorry, I didn't know that we were gonna.
I don't know if it'll matter if he's gonna want the driver's license, if he wants to pay those reinstatements. Both of them 40. You have to bring them down to the courthouse as soon as possible, and then after that, if you say all that other stuff is, speak to Mr. Rowe, join the room.
Okay.
Let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Devonte. Mr. Gregory, I hope you thought about words I gave.
Yes, sir.
All right, what does he want to do?
Your Honor, Mr. Gregory would like the opportunity to pay his reinstatement, go over to Secretary of State. So we're asking for, I don't know if the court want to set it for pretrial or for trial.
Doesn't matter. He's got on a warrant. We can set it for pretrial. You know what to do, Mr. Gregory. You need to come down here with $90. They'll let you just pay on insurance, no proof. I'm allowing you to pay the reinstatement fee up front on both of those. And instantly, then you go to the Secretary of State, try to get a driver's license. If you don't get a driver's license, sir, you can ask them for a printout. They should be able to give you a printout and tell you everything that's affecting your license. I'm gonna have you back May 8:30. I would, if you don't get the license, I would still bring in some documentation. At least let there and trying to work this stuff out, all right?
Okay, May 25th.
Yeah, don't miss it.
I got it.
A very good rest of your day, all right?
All right, thank you as well.
Let's,
Excuse me. I have to be at work at 1 o'clock.
okay, well, I told you, hey man, you got 2 hours to get to work.
And I have to drop my daughter off. Morning.
Don't say that. Please don't say that.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm still trying. That looks exactly like you.
Well, the last time I was in the breakout room with Mr. Berry, and he told me if the officer who wrote the dog ticket didn't show up by 10 a.m., I found out I had a warrant issued for my arrest for failure to come to court.
City of Detroit versus Rebecca Lathon, case number B1216352. For the record, please, guys. The allegation was made, but the officer does not have to show up unless it's a trial date. So arraignment on the bench warrant was held on 7/8/2024. A trial date was set for 9/27/2025. On 9/27/2025, I wasn't here, Judge Kenneth King was here, pled not guilty. The proceeding was held, and then another trial date was 12/3/2024. On 12/3/2024, defendant failed to appear. So I'm assuming that it was a mix-up and Ms. Lathon did not understand, or something got mixed up in the translation of what occurred, because she showed up twice in a row, 3 times in a row, and it was reset again. So we're gonna have to do it again, Ms. Lathon.
I'm not doing it again. I'll pay the $50. Like I told you, those were not my dogs.
$50. Wait a minute.
Whatever
It's
it is.
not.
I'm missing work, and y'all playing games. Mr. Berry told me if she didn't come,
Listen. I'm not gonna sit here. Listen. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to you talk to me like that. Y'all playing games. I'm not playing any games with you. All right. So you can plead guilty if you want to. I don't care.
It wasn't my dog. My neighbor was killed.
I don't care if your dog was.
Miss Lathon, let's go in the breakout room and talk, okay? Can I talk to you in the breakout room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put her in the breakout room. Or I'll put her in jail. All right.
Dog license.
What did you say?
For a dog license.
Yeah, no, not for a dog license.
And my neighbor was murdered.
For your
It was my
contemptuous
neighbor's dog.
attitude. For your contemptuous attitude.
I got to keep coming down to the court. The man told me that if she didn't show up, I was free to go on trial day. They released me off of the Zoom.
Put her in the breakout room.
Lathon, go to the breakout room, please.
All right, Miss Bradfield, you're in the breakout room with somebody else. Man, this is insane this morning. I came back to let's go back.
Your Honor, I was speaking with Ms. Harris, reaching resolution on Rebecca Lathon.
All right, let's go back on the record with Ms. Lathon. You know, Ms. Lathon, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Where is she? She's still in the breakout room?
Yeah, because Ms. Harris is probably speaking with her.
The record with Ms. Lathon. So I just told Mr. Bowman that all you gotta do is dog the judge out and you get a dismissal, right, Ms. Harris?
No, Your Honor, you just have to show a little bit of passion so that we understand and then we can have a discussion. This was not about the judge, and we apologize.
And I'm sorry for taking my frustration out on you.
Compassion, all I did was call the case and I listened to Ms. Lathon say what she said, and I just went over all that was into the record. That's all I did. And then Ms. Lathon goes off on me and talking about this was supposed. I don't know what happened the last time. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even the judge when she first came in for the trial.
And she now understands that, Your Honor, it was just a moment of frustration, and we apologize to the court. But we thank you so very much for the time that you did put in and explaining it to her. She just needed to get it explained just one more time. So we appreciate you, Judge.
Just dog the judge out and you get a dismissal.
I'm sorry. I'm just mad. I'm missing work. I didn't even know I had a second warrant for this.
She needs to stop.
Ms. Lathon, we just discussed this.
Ms. Lathon, best of luck to you, ma'am. Have a very good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bowman. Thank you, Your Honor.
Quite welcome, Ms. Harris. Thank you, Your Honor.
I think someone is awful quiet today. I won't say any names.
I was not proud to be a Wolverine. Proud to be a Wolverine at the end of the game.
Your team is tanking at the wrong time.
They are out of gas. They are out of gas.
I mean, come on. I don't know. And it's not like the 7-footers can't play basketball either, and your guys can't play basketball. I just don't know what you do when you have 2 7-footers that can play, and you got some crew of other people that can play around.
Well, it's clear that the 2 7-footers can play, but it's not clear that anybody else can play.
No, they can play. You got number 4. You got that number 2 little guard looks like he's ready to do something. He hasn't seen much this year.
Yeah, he May recruited him at Florida Atlantic, and then when May left, number 2 came with him, and and he's playing in front of Mr. Basketball, the boy from East Grand Rapids.
What's his name? I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, that's the boy, Fat, whatever his last name is, but his nickname is PHAT. But and both of them were the guards standing at mid-court.
All right. If there's nothing further, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you. Thank you, fat man. You the man. Yeah. So, bro, I've been spending the night over there because she by himself. And he knows you like.
Was that Ghandour? City of Detroit versus Ali Hassan Ghandour. Case numbers SP 1656811, SP 1680938, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Erica Harris, on behalf of Mr. Ghandour, please state your name for the record. You have to unmute your device, sir.
I gave him a prompt unmute. He does?
I mean, I don't know.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning. Do you need an interpreter? Take your hat off, sir.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good morning. Do you need an interpreter, sir?
I didn't hear you good.
Do you need an interpreter?
No, I'm good.
Take your hat off, please.
Okay, the hat?
Yes, take it off, please. All right. Purposes of arraignment, counselor.
For the purpose of arraignment, my client stands mute.
Enter a not guilty plea on his behalf, give him a $0 bond. He's got a formal hearing set in here for next week on the 19th. This case is, that's on the 3 cases, the careless driving, the no insurance, insurance no proof, and the missing defective equipment. This is untitled. Get him an updated offer. Keep in mind, he has an absolute right to a trial, Mr. Ghandour. If you don't like the offer, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Miss Harris, all right?
We're ready on Mr. Ghandour.
Let's go back on the record, Mr. Ghandour. Mr.
What did I do?
Ghandour.
What did I do?
I don't think he's ready. He's talking on the phone. He's got business to take care of. I don't know if this is not that important to him. City of Detroit versus, you got your more important stuff, Mr. Ghandour, worked out?
Yeah.
Because this is not that important, obviously.
Yeah, yes, this is the first time on me on.
No, you know you're in court. You taking phone calls and stuff, interrupting my court.
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Let's go back on the record, Mr. Ghandour. What's going to
My
be
bad.
the resolution here, Ms. Harris?
Your Honor, he was able to present valid. He was able to present valid registration. He wants to come back on the 19th to have his day in court for those other matters.
I'm going to dismiss these cases, provided valid documentation. And the other ones are already in the system. That's for Ghandour. The other one's already in the system for 3/19, 2025 and 30. All right. Come back on the 19th, Mr. Ghandour, please.
I'm dismissed with that one.
You're dismissed with that one.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're very much welcome.
So I'm done.
You're done. You're done.
Thank
Come
you.
back on the 19th.
Okay.
Thank you, man.
Lavish's iPhone, good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge.
Yeah, we'll turn your camera on, please.
So,
All right, what's your name, sir?
Travis Goodwin.
You got lucky.
I thought it was at 11, wasn't it?
No, that's the good one there.
No, I thought it was at 11. I thought it was 36 district.
That's a good one. You made it, you know what I'm saying?
He was silly, Judge.
Good one there. Late all day long. I thought it was at 11. Because if it was at 11, he'd have been right on time. It just happened to be at the time that he showed up that he thought it was. All right, let's all right, this is the City of Detroit versus Nicholas Gates. Nicholas Eon Gates, case number SP 1255620, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1333366, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1333468, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 144143661. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Boffman, P55052, on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Gates. Your full name, please.
Nicholas Dion Gates.
These matters are all set for trial, Your Honor. There is a resolution. The defendant will plead guilty here to 3 counts. One of them being the improper plate count that you mentioned. The second will be allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. That will be a reduction from driving while license suspended on case ending in 6203. The defendant will also plead guilty to open alcohol as a passenger as charged here in case ending in 4361. There will be a 12-month delayed sentence on the open alcohol passenger count. The defendant has been advised of his rights. He's ready to give you a factual basis to accept each of his pleas. And thank you.
Thank you. Good morning to you, Officer Anderson. Can you unmute yourself, turn your camera on, please, and state your name, your badge number, and your department, please?
Officer Lamont Anderson, badge number 130, Detroit Police Department, 4th Precinct.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, Officer T, good morning to you. Can you unmute yourself, start your camera, and state your name, please? Officer T, still here? Make sure Officer he was here, Anderson was here. Mr. Gates, do you want to take the deal, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Or you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Sir.
Mr. Baughman went over your other advisor rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yeah, he did.
You understood those rights? Did you understand those rights, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
Do you know by taking the deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Let me draw your attention back to October the 18th, 2021, at around 10:54 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Jefferson and 23rd Street. Did you have contact with the Detroit police around that date and that time?
Jefferson. I don't even remember.
You say you were operating a 2006 Dodge?
Oh, yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I remember now. Yes, sir.
And you were operating that Dodge, is that correct?
Yes.
And was there something wrong with the plate on that vehicle?
Yeah, improper plate.
How was the plate improper? So that's the legal term. How was the plate improper?
I had the wrong plate. I had the wrong plate on there. From off my excuse me.
You put a plate from another vehicle on that car, is that correct?
Actually, when I got the car, the plate was already on there.
And you knew that plate didn't go with that vehicle then, is that correct?
No, so I actually thought it did until the officer told me it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
How did you come to that conclusion, sir? You said the plate was improper, and you know the plate was improper, is that correct?
Yeah, I knew the plate was improper until he told me. I didn't know that.
You knew it.
I
knew
knew
the plate was improper. Hold on, let me ask you questions. You knew the plate was proper until he told you. I don't understand that.
I did not know the plate was improper until he told me. I thought when I got the vehicle, I thought the plate was registered to the vehicle. Owner told me the plate was the vehicle. When I got the car.
You bought this car?
Excuse me.
Was this your car?
Yes, sir. I had bought it from the guy at the car wash.
Which is number one, wrong.
And when you bought the car, you didn't realize that you had to change the plate in your name?
No, sir.
But you did not change the plate in your name, is that correct?
No, sir.
I don't understand how you didn't realize that, Mr. Gates.
You're right.
Come, let me see your face. Come in the camera, sir.
You're right.
I don't understand how you didn't realize that.
Well, he's pleading guilty to it.
Just doing anything.
You said what?
Just young, just doing anything.
I have to establish that you knew the plate was improper.
Your Honor, may I ask one question?
You may.
At the date and time that you were driving that car and you were pulled over by the police, you knew in fact that the car wasn't properly insured, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Are you pleading guilty? Are you telling us you didn't do what you're being accused of doing? I thought Mr. Gates said you were pleading guilty, but it sounds like you're not.
Yeah, I'm pleading guilty.
Well, you're not telling the judge that you're guilty of anything. I'm sorry, I asked more than one question, Judge.
That's the point I'm trying to get to, sir.
May I re-advise my client, and would you allow us please to come back on this morning's docket?
All right, let me draw your attention back to April the 22nd, 2023, at around 3:18 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Lanyo and McGraw Street. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, sir.
Were you in a motor vehicle, in the driver's seat of a motor vehicle, or passenger seat of a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir. Back seat, that is.
And did you have some alcohol in that motor vehicle?
The officer put me over.
I asked the questions. It's a yes or no question.
Yeah.
Not yet. It's yes or no.
Yes.
Did you have alcohol in that motor vehicle?
No.
I'm not satisfied, Judge.
It was
no.
I want to dumber down the ticket. I want to fight that.
I'm not satisfied. All right, let's put them in a breakout room and speak with your. I'm going to set the matter for a trial, Mr. Lathon. Join the breakout room, and your attorney will explain to you what's going on. Rejoin that breakout room.
Yeah, we'll go to room 10.
The judge tried. The attorney tried. It just wasn't happening.
Mr. Gates.
Maybe you may want to switch him to 11 so he can get the prompt.
I can do that.
Join the room. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Gates. Mr. Gates, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's going on?
Judge, I am very sorry to inform you that it is probably more my fault than anything that Mr. Gates was unable to make a factual basis. I probably did not explain to him the way that I should have, the nature of a plea, the legal parameters, the restrictions that the court has with.
Oh, shut up. You did a good job, and now you're jumping on the grenade for him. We all know what's going on here.
Accepting a plea, and that the fact that he was waiving his right to remain silent in order to plead guilty, and this wasn't a trial, and he wasn't testifying as if it were a trial. I've re-advised my client. He is ready to give you a factual basis which you can accept to his plea to improper plate, to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, and to the open alcohol, possession of the open alcohol as a passenger in the vehicle. Would you allow him another chance to plead guilty according to the recommendation?
So you know what I call that? I call that a lawyer falling on the sword for his client. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you can explain that to the young folks when you get a chance to. Mr. Gates.
Yes, sir.
You understand what's going on now, sir?
Yes, sir, I do understand.
You know something though, Mr. Gates, all that stuff Mr. Baughman says, you know, he's got that silver tongue and he knows how to, you know, put those words together to make it sound all real good and stuff. But see me, I just cut right through the chase, and I believe you understood the first time. I just believe that you just don't want to accept responsibility for it. Which one is it?
I ain't believe. I understand.
You understand? All right. Let's go back. Let's go back to the April 22nd, date 2023, around 3:18 a.m. in the city of Detroit, area of Lanyo and McGraw. Were you in a motor vehicle at that time?
Yes, sir.
Let me just ask you, did you have an open bottle of Remy Martin?
Yes, sir.
All right. And why couldn't you say that in the beginning?
That's right. I apologize.
I can
No,
give answers.
because I was right. I was right. You didn't want to take responsibility for it, right? I'm gonna find him guilty of the as charged to the open alcohol motor vehicle passenger. Let me draw your attention back to the October 18th, 2021 date, 10:54 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Jefferson and 23rd Street. I can accept the fact that 4 years ago, close to 5 years ago now, you may not have remembered, or 4 years ago at least, you may not have remembered this. But do you recall being pulled over by the Detroit Police Department? You said you did already, driving this 2006 Dodge. Now, how were the plates improper, sir?
Let's put another plate on there.
You say what now?
Just put another plate on there.
You put another plate on there, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
You knew the plate was bad, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
I'm finding guilty, Mr. Boffman, of the amended count of, as charged to the improper plate. And then what else do we have?
Driving while license suspended, reduced to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, Your Honor.
Were you operating, did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, sir.
You could not do so, could you?
No, sir.
Why is that?
Come on. License suspended.
All right, I'm gonna find him guilty of the amended count of allowing. Even though I believe you're dodging the responsibility, I'm still only gonna give you a break on one of the cases. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So I'm gonna fine him $240 for 2 of the misdemeanors, 1 open alcohol in a motor vehicle passenger, and for 1 allowing. I'll fine him on the other case. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And when can you pay it, sir?
It's 30 days cool.
Why so long?
I'm not working right now, and I'm having I got kids I'm trying to take care of. I do like mechanic work here and there, so I could just with that I can put that couple dollars to the side and pay it.
Well, if you got kids you're taking care of, Mr. Gates, you need to get yourself a job.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm looking. I got resumes. I'm filling out Indeed, stuff like that. Looking. I'm not lacking. I'm looking for sure.
All right. So let's have them back in 30 days. Let's see. If you're not lacking, I would assume that you in 30 days have a job in 30 days.
Kind of hard out here.
Challenge accepted, Your Honor.
All right. Sometimes I get it being hard. Don't get me wrong. I've seen hard times before too. But sometimes we make things hard on ourselves.
That's true. That's true.
Judge, it wasn't too long ago that you mentioned that the Wayne County Sheriff was hiring for those who qualify.
Yeah, but Gates, and they're still hiring. They're still hiring. They need people like it's no one's business. But I think Mr. Gates, starting off at a Wayne County Sheriff job, right, is and I'm not saying you can't do it, sir. I'm not saying you can't do it. But you need to start learning how to accept responsibility for this stuff today that you already had an agreement with.
That's true, Your Honor. And I just don't know that he really necessarily understood the phase of the proceedings that we're in, and that we weren't being adversarial. He was actually, we were admitting responsibility. He wanted to come in and be defensive.
Well, do you have Mr. Gates' contact information?
I did, and I'm going to need him to remain in the meeting until I can get that back because he has a new number.
Well, here's what we'll do. I just want Mr. Gates to sit back and ponder what went on today and look back on this. I want him to try to figure out a way that he can start getting this paid. And why don't we, you have my number, Mr. Boffman, keep in touch with Mr. Gates. If he really is serious about, if he would really seriously consider, and he's eligible, meaning he doesn't have any of those serious cases, he's got a high school diploma and stuff like that, then I would definitely recommend it. I would definitely try to contact someone for him to see if he can get a job like that. But he's got to come first. I want him to take some time to self-reflect.
We understand, Your Honor. So, Mr.
All right.
Gates, if you will give me permission, Your Honor, I'd like to put Mr. Gates into a breakout room and advise and release him. And thank you for an opportunity again today to do better.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Mr. Gates, I wish you the best of luck, sir, and have a very good rest of your day. And I'll true to what I say about that. If you're really serious, let me know. We can all get together and we can try to find you something a little bit substantial. I mean, when's the last time you've had a job?
I say like a year and a half ago. I was working at AGS Automotive. That's on Mile and 14 Mile.
And what happened with that?
Actually, I had left because I felt like they weren't paying me enough.
So look at that. So you know what my father always told me? It's easier to get a job when you already have one than it is to get a job when you don't have it. So now you've left a paying job that albeit you felt you needed to be making more.
Yeah, my guess is he left a paying job for a better paying job. That's not where he doesn't report the income. I don't know, but that's my guess.
And you haven't had anything for a year and a half.
Yeah.
All right. So those are the kind of things I want you to sit back and reflect on. And Mr. Boffman, Mr. Boffman is an awesome attorney, and I think even a better individual. And I think if you keep in contact with him, and you also have to kind of follow his lead, I think he can help you out immensely.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Cool.
All right, join
I'll
the
take you
breakout
up on
room.
that.
Don't have any
Hopefully
further
we'll say
questions.
it all started here.
Yeah, it's free to leave. Pay it at any DivDac kiosk in the city of Detroit, or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you to pay it. You can upload that DivDac app to your phone. April the 7th, 2025 at 8:25 is your next court date.
Thank you, Your Honor. Again, have a great day, everyone.
All
Mr. Gates, press join for the breakout.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. Sorry about the situation there. I don't know. Whatever. I'm on the road, obviously, but I've been at the same place and it's worked all week. And then today it just stopped on me. But that is very sweet for those of you who stayed with me. I can't believe you did, because there's nothing I could do. Like I had to start all over. The worst is when that happens. It doesn't happen that much, but when it freezes up like that, I can't even turn the stream off. So it just froze up everything. Like internet, computer, everything went down. There you have it. I will now attempt to fix that. I don't know. I don't know. That's the way it goes on YouTube sometimes. Thanks for coming out. You guys are the best.